Okay, let's dive in. Picture this. A major space power, India, hasn't sent anyone to orbit in, what, over 40 years?
That's right, since 1984, a huge gap.
And then boom, June 25th, 2025. Group Captain Shubham Shukla launches to the ISS. But not on an Indian rocket?
No, aboard a SpaceX Falcon 9, and that's the crux of it, really. It signals a massive shift.
A shift from what to what exactly?
Well, think back to Rakesh Sharma in '84. That was a Soviet mission, pure Cold War politics, an alliance thing.
Right, geopolitics played a big role then.
Exactly. Fast forward to Shukla. He flew via Axiom-4, a U.S. private company. It's all about modern strategic partnerships now, and commercial access.
So this embodies that whole idea of space becoming more commercialized.
Precisely. It's what some are calling spaceflight as a service, a new paradigm.
Spaceflight as a service, that sounds efficient. So for a country like India, they can just sort of buy a ticket.
It's more sophisticated than just buying a ticket, but yes, fundamentally it lowers the barrier to entry dramatically. Well, you leverage existing, proven systems. You don't have to build everything from the ground up immediately. You tap into NASA, Axiom, SpaceX expertise.
Ah, okay. Like this Axiom-4 mission itself, it wasn't just India, was it?
No, not at all. It was truly international. You had crew from Poland, Hungary too, all nations making a comeback to human spaceflight after decades. A big collaborative effort.
So a win for India, definitely, but also a validation for the commercial space model.
Absolutely. And for international cooperation in this new era.
Let's zero in on India's angle, though. You mentioned it was a strategic investment. Group Captain Shukla wasn't just a passenger, right?
Correct. That's key. He was the pilot.
Yeah.
And that estimated $64 million price tag, that wasn't just for the ride.
$64 million. So what did they buy for that, beyond the seat?
They bought experience. Decades worth, arguably. Think of it as knowledge arbitrage.
Knowledge arbitrage. Explain that.
Okay, so instead of spending years and billions figuring out complex crew interfaces, flight controls, operational protocols from scratch,
they put their pilot directly into a working, tested system.
Exactly. He gets hands-on experience with flight systems, mission control interaction, everything. That knowledge feeds directly back into their own program, Gaganyaan.
India's own human spaceflight program. They're aiming for 2027, right?
That's the target. This Axiom flight saves them potentially billions and shaves years off the learning curve. It's buying institutional knowledge, fast-tracked.
That's incredibly strategic. So beyond just flying the spacecraft, what else did Shukla do up there? Were there specific Indian experiments?
Oh yes, very targeted research. Stuff directly relevant to Gaganyaan's challenges.
Like what?
Well, things like studying muscle atrophy, muscle repair and microgravity, that's crucial for longer missions.
Makes sense. Anything else?
Yeah, space agriculture, too. They sent up fenugreek and green gram seeds to study germination and growth. Little things, but they add up.
So the mission data informs Gaganyaan, but also maybe their longer-term plans, like the Indian space station.
Definitely. The BAS, the Bharatiya Antariksha Station, and even looking further ahead, India's goal for a human lunar mission by 2040. It's all connected. Building blocks.
It really feels like this Axiom-4 mission did more than just get an Indian astronaut back into space. It sort of democratized it, maybe redefined who gets to be a major player.
I think that's a fair way to put it. It offers a potential blueprint, doesn't it, for other nations wanting to leapfrog into human spaceflight.
Without needing their own Long March or Soyuz or Falcon 9 equivalent right away.
Right. It signals India moving from just watching to being a real partner at the table in human exploration.
A powerful statement.
And Group Captain Shukla himself captured it, didn't he? He said, "My tricolor is on my shoulder. This is not just my journey, but the beginning of India's human space program."
Wow. That really brings it home.
It makes you think, who's next? Which nation will use this model to accelerate their own space ambitions?
The game has definitely changed.